Hi everyone. Okay, we are actually going to start sharing our slides, and if you can see our slides, please type yes as well, right? Okay, if you can see our slides, please type yes as well.
Please type C, okay?
Please type C, so that we know that you can see our slides. Okay, they're up. Okay, so once again, if you can see our slides, can you please type C? Please type C. Okay, if you can see our slides, please type C.
Okay. I think people can see already.
Okay, people can see our slides. Okay, if you can see our slides, right, can you please type what is the main word on the slide? If you can see the slides, can you please type what is the main word on the slide? Okay, if you can see what's on the slide, can you please type what is the main word on the slide so that we know that we can start?
Yes, cannot see us, but can see slides.
Yes, okay, great. Okay, so what is the main word on the slide, everyone? If you can see it. Okay, very good, John. Okay, good. Yes, it says hard work. It says hard work. Okay, so while we are waiting, actually, right, for people to start streaming in, okay, we are going to actually just chit-chat a little bit about the hard work that we have to do as a couple. Okay, so Joe, how has it been being married to me for like a few years already? How has it been?
Wow, you forced me to stay in front of so many people. But no matter whether it's one person or so many people, I'll still say it's been a very, very good journey, lah. And I cannot do without you, lah.
You're so sweet. So sweet, Okay, I also don't know what to say. Okay, so, okay, very good. So I see that most of the people can actually see the slides already and hard work. Okay, so, okay, we're really, very excited to share with you, okay, what we have for today. Yeah, in fact, right, for this segment, it's not just going to be us who's speaking. There's going to be a very, very awesome investor coming on right after us, so you wouldn't want to miss it, right?
Yep.
Okay, Joe, so what is our topic for today?
Okay, our topic is how can we create consistent and replicable investment results? Keyword, consistent and replicable.
Okay, consistent and replicable. Okay, for those of you who are actually seeing us, okay, for the first time, actually seeing our cartoon, okay? For the first time, can you please type JoSarah? If you are seeing us for the very first time, can you please type JoSarah so that we know, okay, and we can do a very, very short introduction of ourselves. Okay, so Joe, shall we just introduce ourselves? I think there are some people who actually may not know who we are.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, hi everybody. Obviously, I'm Joe. I'm the husband.
Okay, so like Ted has not seen us before. Okay, so he's the husband. Okay, and I'm Sarah. I'm the wife.
Okay, so yes, like I said, we are husband and wife team, all right? And for me, in terms of investing, actually, I have a very, very logical approach, okay? And my ultimate aim is really, really to collect very good businesses at very, very sensible prices.
Okay, and for myself, right, I actually compliment my husband, okay, to compliment Joe, okay, by doing technical analysis, okay, because I'm actually more emotional and I'm more human. He's all brains, okay, but he's actually emotionless. So I take the more emotional approach by reading the market so that I decide, okay, for us, when can we enter and exit on time?
Trust me, you will see my human side when it comes to food.
Okay, so we believe, right, that actually FA and TA cannot be used in isolation. We believe that the best, right, is actually to use both of them together. Okay, so we believe that together we are better. Okay, so just a bit of background about us. Okay, because we hold very, very sensitive full-time jobs, so we cannot actually show our face. So that's the reason why you are seeing us in terms of cartoons. Okay, but we are actually alive, we're real humans.
Yeah, and we are not scamming, okay? We are definitely not scammers.
Okay, and for those of the people, our mentees, right, who have actually seen us before, okay, I mean, they say that we actually look like the cartoon, so you can take it that you are seeing us in real life.
No, a lot of people also say I look more handsome in real life.
Okay, they also say that you're actually fatter in real life, so I think you should lose more weight. Okay, so anyway, so we are actually investment trainers. Okay, so we actually teach a whole range of investment skills like fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and options. Okay, at the same time, we also are public speakers. And okay, Joe, right, even though he's quite emotionless, but he also likes to publicly declare his love for me, like you have already seen, for those of you who were early birds and who have already seen it. Okay, so we actually speak to the public about investment as well. Okay, and what gives us actually the most fulfillment, right, is this particular thing that we do, and that is to be investment mentors or coaches. Okay, because it does give us so much joy to know, right, that that investment as a skill, right? Okay, it's not just head knowledge, but it actually transforms lives. I think that's the thing that is most important for us, and it actually sparks the most joy, and we actually are the most joyful when our students are able to take this knowledge and effectively use them to generate results, empowering results for themselves.
Yeah, and I really, really believe that investment is really a life skill that everybody must learn. But very, very sadly, many educational institutes, schools, they are not even teaching the basics of it.
All right, so for those of you who are wondering, right, wow, investment must be really, really like very tough, because I need to spend like 10 hours a day to do it. Okay, so just to encourage you one more time, so as whenever you see our cartoon, right, I hope that you actually are reminded, right, that we actually hold full-time jobs, okay? And for us to be able to do investment, right, it actually shows that investment can actually be very, very passive, and it can be very, very manageable.
Okay, somebody asked us to slow down. Okay, sorry, we are a bit excited. So pardon us for speaking a bit too fast. Yes, thank you for the reminder. We will try our very, very best to slow down.
Yes, we are really so excited because we have so much to share with you.
Yeah.
Right, Joe, how many days did we take to prepare this?
2 days?
2 days?
2 full days?
You took 2 full days lah, but I took 3 full days,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we actually have so much to share with you, and actually we have so little time. Okay, so please pardon us, and if we get really overly excited, right? Yeah, just let us know to slow down, and we will do that. Okay, thanks for the feedback. Okay, so for those of you who actually want to get connected with us, okay, you can actually get connected with us through Facebook, okay, or YouTube, or you can actually sign up for our free course where we actually do a free stock analysis in there as well. Okay, so since there are quite a number of people who do not know us, we are going to share our story as investors, how we got started and all that. Okay.
So okay, in the very beginning, right? This picture was when I proposed to her. You see, she was at a loss for words. Okay, and definitely, okay, my mind was not thinking about value investing and financial freedom. My mind was thinking, will she say yes? Okay, very simply. But it was really after we got married, right? And then for a good many months and even one year plus, we didn't really we were not really in control of our finances because we had expenses, and because of the wedding, because of the house renovation, we spent a lot of money. And it was really 1 year plus later, 2 years later after we got married, then we really tried to, take back control of our finances. But at that time, okay, in the beginning, like I said, because of the house, we had a car, we had to pay for the wedding dinner, we had to pay for this and that, okay? In the end, we were laden with a lot of debt, okay? And I really believe that this is a situation that many Singaporeans or even people from other countries, you can definitely relate to this.
Yeah, and this was actually our main motivation for learning how to invest. It's because we started off our marriage with a lot of debts. Yeah, so if you can really identify with this, right, can you just type like debt? Can you just type debt if you can identify with this? Yeah, so imagine us starting our marriage with so much debt. Yeah, and that was really, really the motivation for us to actually search for financial freedom. So this was our first step lah.
Okay, so what I did was, even way before we got married, okay, I actually started to invest my money with a financial planner, with a financial institution. And look, this is my result. Okay, in 2019, we prepared this slide back then. Okay, and you can see from 2010 up to now, we only managed, I only managed to get 1% return every year. Okay.
At least Joe was getting 1% annualized return every year. Okay. For myself, right, guess where all my money was? My money was actually in the bank. Okay. Can you imagine? It wasn't even in fixed deposits. Okay. So at least Joe, right, bothered to actually start investing lah. Okay, through financial advisors.
Okay. So if you think 1% is good, right? Please type good. If you think it's no good, tell us it's no good.
Okay, so how does 1% annualized return sound to you? Good or no good? Okay, you can just type good or no good.
Okay.
Okay, to me at that point in time, it's very good already lah, because I put my money in the bank, 1% annualized return is not too bad leh.
Yeah, actually, in fact, I thought that way also. I really thought 1% actually not too bad, right?
Okay, so we have people coming in saying, yeah, it's no good lah, Joe. So we better do something, about our debts. It's still there, Okay, Joe, so what else did we do?
Okay, in fact, we did the most funny thing. Okay, together with my mother, we went to comb shopping centers, the banks inside the shopping centers, for the best fixed deposit rate. And this was what I found. Okay, I managed to compound my interest at 100% higher.
Okay, very good, Joe. So instead of 1%, now we are getting 2% returns. Yay!
Yeah, 2% return per annum. Okay, and what's more, because of this decision, I had to lock up 25K of my money into a bank, okay, fixed deposit, and I can only see this sum of money in 2023.
Wow, William is so positive. Okay, he said, okay lah, at least it is not negative. Okay, at least we are growing our wealth lah.
Yeah, thank you, William. Thank you for the vote of encouragement.
Okay, so at least we took action. That is a very big first step. Okay, but then we actually did some calculations and we realized that going at this rate of 2% annually, right, it would actually take 70 years to achieve financial freedom. By then, right, I think we will be like 100 years old already.
Okay, I think we will be featured in the newspapers, not because we achieve financial freedom, because we live for so long.
Yeah, because we are actually centurions. Okay, so this really cannot go on. And at that point in time, we felt that, hey, cannot if we continue with this 2%, right, annually, we are never going to be financially free, and we are always going to be chained by debt. So that was a very horrible feeling. Okay, so that was how, right, we actually started our journey in investment and options trading. Okay, so this was our very first exposure to value investing. Okay, so for those of you who know the author of these books, can you please type his name in the comment section? Okay, so this, right, was the person who started, okay, our entire investment journey. We started by reading his books. If you know his name, please type it in the comment section. Yeah.
Please type the author, okay?
So who is this awesome person who got us started in investing?
Yeah, in fact, he was the speaker on Monday night.
Okay, come, let's see. Because Facebook, there's actually a 10-second lag, right? So let's just see whether people know. All right, and this person truly changed our lives because this person exposed us to value investing. We were so convinced, okay, by the things that he wrote in Financial Joy and Winning the Money Game, that we definitely must start investing. And not just that, and that it can actually be done in a very safe manner. Okay, so after we got exposed to value investing, okay, what we did was we took action. Okay, so based on what we learned from the books and all that, we started to go and do the sell put and then the sell call and then buy stocks. And guess what happened?
Okay, can you guess whether we profit or loss?
Okay, so if you think we actually profited from this knowledge, can you type profit? Okay, if you think that after this we made a loss, can you please type loss? Okay, so what do y'all think? Profit or loss after reading all these books? Profit or loss? Okay, so yeah, many of them managed to guess. Yes, the person who changed our life is Sean Xia. So after reading Sean Xia's books, okay, do you all think we actually made a profit or a loss?
Okay, I see someone said loss.
Okay, Gobi actually said that we actually made a loss. Okay. Okay, some say profit, some say loss. So 50-50, yeah?
Okay, so I don't know whether you have trust in us or Sean.
Okay.
But the fact is, we lost 14%.
Okay, so
is it Sean's fault? Is it our fault? I don't know.
I don't know whether Sean is watching this. Okay, so anyway, actually, right, there's actually a point that we want to make here, okay? That actually, right, in investing, right, sometimes knowledge is just not enough. Like you may have all this knowledge that you learn from YouTube or like from books, right? But really, right, knowledge is really not enough because you really need, sometimes, right, what we really needed is a mentor or a community, right? Who can actually provide feedback and guidance to our investment decisions. Okay, so after we lost 14%, which was a substantial amount, okay, we decided, okay, that's it. We are going to not just spend like $60 on books only, we are going to invest in ourselves. And when we say invest, it was a very huge sum, okay? It was $20,000, okay, for both of us. We sat into every class together because we wanted to learn together as a couple, and we learned everything there is, okay? We learned about fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and options, and we spent a grand total of $20,000.
Okay.
Okay.
So after that, okay, this is our result. We started to make money, and you know what? I started to think that I was very good, okay, and I really made some very basic mistakes as an investor that is not portfolio sizing, and because of greed, okay, it resulted in our second loss.
Okay, so right, if you actually can identify with this, right, can you please type knowledge is not enough? Yeah, please type knowledge is not enough. Okay, because from our journey, right, you can tell very clearly, right, okay, that we actually read the books, we actually did the required readings, okay, we did the required investments, right, to invest in ourselves, but yet, right, our returns were still inconsistent. So if you can actually identify with this, right, can you please type knowledge is not enough. Knowledge is not enough, or K is not enough for short. K is not enough. Okay, so then what did we do, right? Okay, what did we do, right? So actually, we decided, okay, to do hard work. Well, this was really the toughest part of our investment journey.
Yeah, so actually, basically, we were so shaken by the loss, right, that actually we were frozen for another time. Okay, but I really thank God that, I think the Lord really made me realize that, okay, I only lost money. I did not lose my family. I did not lose my health. Most importantly, I did not lose my mind. Some of you may not agree, but it's okay.
Okay, so there may be some of you who are watching this, right, and you actually may have made a loss already. Okay, like maybe our story is similar to yours. Like you have invested in yourself, you have done whatever you can to equip yourself with the investment knowledge, but somehow, right, you are just very frustrated. Why is it that you are making inconsistent returns? Or why is it that you have all this knowledge, right, but yet, right, you are still making losses? And maybe you can identify with that. Yeah. So of course, we were extremely frustrated, and we really did the hard work. So what we did, right, was this next step. Okay, and this next step, right, actually was the breakthrough for us that led to consistent returns. Okay, so we're just going to show you what we mean by consistent returns. Okay, so during the bull market, right, for example, when S&P 500 went up by 27.4 points. Okay, so after we put in the hard work, okay, we actually managed to actually get returns okay, that were actually higher than S&P 500. Okay, and then during the bear market, which was very recent, I think most of us could actually identify with that, when S&P 500 dropped 35 points. Okay, 35%. Okay, so what happened was that we actually after we put in the hard work, okay, we actually managed to reduce our losses by 19%, and in fact, right, in one of the trades that we did, we even managed to gain 10%. Okay, and right now during the market recovery, where S&P 500 at the time when we did this slides, it was 11th of May, we did it quite early. Okay, at that point in time, S&P 500 had already recovered 31%, but our trade was actually making 92% in 10 days. Okay, now so actually for this, right, we actually were very encouraged that we actually managed to beat the market. And actually, right, the real secret of our breakthrough, right, was not really in the knowledge. Okay, was not really in watching more and more videos or attending more and more courses. Okay, actually, the most important part of our breakthrough, right, was developing a system that gives replicable results.
Very, I really agree. Okay,
yeah,
because you are my wife.
Okay, but anyway, yeah, so this one, right, is something that is not easy to do, because it actually forces you, right, to reflect upon yourself as an investor. It really forces you to reflect, right, like what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. And we really hope, right, that our sharing today, right, can provide some inspiration to you, right, to develop develop a system, right, that can give replicable results for yourself. Okay, so if you really want to find out about our system, right, can you please just tap on the hard button, okay, to remind ourselves that we must invest in this hard work. Okay, so if you really want to know, okay, what is this system that gives replicable results, can you please hit on the hard button, okay, to remind ourselves that we must put in this hard work. Okay, and anybody can do it, everybody can do it. All right, okay, so great, we see a lot of hearts coming through, and we really hope, okay, that our sharing can provide you with this inspiration to do the hard work for yourself. Okay, because it is really possible to develop a system that gives replicable results. Okay, all right, okay, so that's our sharing for today. So what is our system that gives replicable results? Okay, so the very first thing is to
the really first thing is really to identify good businesses, because if we cannot even do that, then really I don't think there are many, we cannot take advantage of many good opportunities. Okay, so how we do it is we have our 3C framework to pick very good companies. And of course, I'm the logical person. After you have done picking up great companies, you need to really buy them at a very good, sensible price. And we have our theory, trend, and truth valuation model for that.
Okay, so right, this system, right, actually came up right after we have done our hard work, okay, on actually what works for us and what does not work for us. Okay, so right now, right, I just want all of you to type in the comment section, right, the word conviction. Okay, please type the word conviction in the comments box. Okay, because right, okay, many good investors have mentioned this many times. Okay, many important investors like Kenton, okay, his conviction in Tesla. Okay, so for different people, right, this conviction, right, arises from different things. And for yourself, right, as an investor, the very first thing that we really want to encourage you to do, right, is to find out, right, what can actually give you conviction. Conviction to hold on to a business. Okay, what actually gives you the substance, right, to believe, right, that this company, right, or this business, right, will continue to grow for the next 5-10 years? You need to actually find out what gives you that conviction. All right. Okay. So once you have gotten the conviction, half the battle is already won. Then you just need to find out what is the sensible price, okay, to enter. Okay. So conviction is extremely important, and for us, we have crystallized it for ourselves as such. Okay.
Okay. So, example, you must know the context. Basically, you must know what is the business model. You must know how this business or this company actually make money. What do they sell? You know, what value are they creating for the world? All right.
Okay, yeah. And more importantly, right, the business model, right, that we are looking at, right, is it relevant to the current context? Okay, so for example, the context right now is the COVID-19 situation. All right. Because of the COVID-19 situation and the circuit breaker, okay, we have seen many businesses almost being near wipeout stage. Okay, and we have seen some business, right, okay, bouncing off, right, even stronger. Right. Okay, so we need to first ask ourselves, right, okay, the business model, right, okay, does it actually fit into the current context? Okay, and will they continue to thrive in the future context as well? So the first C for us in building our conviction is context. Okay, does the business model make contextualized sense? All right, the second C.
The second C is actually circle of competence, because, okay, every one of us is different. So we may not be able to understand some companies. For example, when I try to look at companies that deals with cloud computing, I really cannot understand. You know, it may be super companies, it may be very good, especially for the future, but I cannot understand. All right. So those are companies that I will tend to avoid, okay, if they're doing only cloud computing. And then even after this, okay, the third C, consumer monopoly. In that industry, which one is the champion in that industry? And I believe that all of you only want champions in your portfolio.
Yeah. Okay. So over here, we also want to take time, right, to explain, right, why is it that everybody's system will end up being different? Okay. It's very simple. It's because everybody's circle of competence is different. Okay. And right now, right, I just want you to know, right, that you are good enough. Actually, all of us, okay, all of us are good enough to be investors because all of us start off with a circle of competence. It is not possible that you do not have any circle of competence at all. Okay, so if you're hearing this, right, can you please type in the comment section, I am good enough. Yeah, please type, I am good enough. Okay, because it doesn't matter, like for example, for Joe and myself, okay, we don't understand the oil and gas industry. It doesn't matter, but does that matter? Okay, because actually our circle of competence is in technology. We can look at technology stocks and we can actually understand the business a lot more. So remember, I am good enough. Start from your circle of competence, okay, and that will be where you can find the greatest conviction in the best businesses.
Okay, Julie asked, does the context fit into the current situation? Answer is yes.
Yes. Okay. So, okay, to crystallize this even further.
Okay, so for context, we really, like I said already, I'm not satisfied with only understanding how the business model makes money. I am very interested to find out what is the secret ingredient of this company. What are they doing differently that makes them the champion in their industries? Okay, that goes back to my second C again. Like again, if I don't have enough knowledge in that business, in the industry, I don't use the products, it is very difficult for me to really understand the business model. All right. And number three, of course, how do I really find a consumer monopoly? It is not about what I feel. Okay, I will have to use the financial statements to really prove using numbers that really this business is doing well. Because if it really has a very good business model, the financial statements should prove it.
Okay, so I mean, if let's say this 3C framework actually helps you, right? Okay, as a starting point to find your conviction, you can just take a photo of this or screenshot of this, okay? And we really hope, right, that you can really find a system, okay, that suits yourself. Okay, remember that you are good enough. Remember that you don't have to chase after industries that you don't understand. Okay, because based on your circle of competence, you are truly good enough. Really, we are serious about this. Okay, and we will show you success stories after this. Yeah. Okay, so let's go through the 3Cs. Okay, so first one, context.
So I'll just show you an example of how I analyze the companies. So first, context. I know COVID-19 is a very hot topic now, and I just want to ask you, okay, what do you think this COVID-19 has brought changes to?
Okay, like for example, right now, okay, how are we actually connecting? Right? How are we connecting? Okay, and what has actually changed, okay, in the way we connect with one another? Okay. Yeah, so we actually see, people doing like Zoom calls, right? Okay, we actually see people doing so instead of the gyms have to be closed. So now they are doing like online workouts, right? Okay.
And even Aaron Kwok has to hold an online concert.
Yeah, online concert.
Yeah.
All right. And okay, I mean gaming has always been on the computer, right? Okay, so this doesn't change. And even right now, okay, our Extreme Wealth Summit, okay, is actually taking place online as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so many people are saying, okay, there's distancing, but yet we can connect with one another through online, through Zoom. Okay.
Okay. So, and I just want to ask you, okay, all these things, you need the things like servers, your mobile devices, your computers. Okay, this is only possible with what? Okay.
Only possible with what? Okay, so you can actually connect online, and it's only possible with what? What is this one thing that you must need, right? Okay, is it even proper English? What is the one thing that you really need? Okay, in order to go online, what do you need?
Okay.
Okay, so we are actually really tapping into your circle of competence right now. Okay, what do you need to go online? Okay, what do you need to go online? Okay, so okay, we have online shopping. Okay,
internet connectivity.
Okay, so what do you need? Okay, I'm talking about hardwares here. Okay, let's zoom down to the hardwares. Okay, what kind of hardwares do you need? Okay, in order for you to go online, what kind of hardwares? Okay, you need technology. Okay, you need chips. Okay.
I see 5G internet.
5G internet and all that.
Awesome. You're all right. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why we mentioned, right? That's why you are good enough. You see? So when you actually spend time to think about it, right, it actually gives you many business ideas. Okay. So all of you are right. What businesses are essential for all these internet and devices? You are right. You need 5G. You are right. You need chips. All right.
Okay.
And basically, actually, all of these things, right? The computer, Internet of Things, everything, they need this one thing, and that is
the microchip.
The microchip.
Okay, without the microchip, there will be no internet, no computer, nothing. We will be we will be going back. Okay, in this COVID-19, we'll play hopscotch 0 point at home.
Okay, so right now, okay, based on this, right? Okay, so right now let's zoom in deeper, okay, so that we can actually find out what is the best business to invest in now. Okay, so right, can you type in the comment section, right? Based on this picture, okay, devices are getting what? Okay, are they getting more fanciful? Are they getting larger? What are they getting? They are getting what? So let's okay, so what are they getting? Okay, and plus, right, but processing power is getting something also.
Okay.
So, well, Joe, you really enjoy throwing quizzes at people, huh?
Yeah. So, okay, we see chips. Okay, in fact, yes, you're correct. So, what is the situation happening with the chips now? Or okay, actually, think about this. Okay, you have a piece of dumpling skin. You need to put more and more meat. Is there a limit to the amount of meat you can put in? The answer is yes. All right. So it is not possible, to put an infinite amount of meat into a fixed area of dumpling skin. And what's happening now? Okay, chips are getting smaller, and yet the processing power we need is getting higher and higher. So let me ask you, who do you think will invent the next generation chip? Okay,
so right now, right, we are going to bring on the dark horse, okay, that could potentially become the next tech giant. Okay, so, okay, this disclaimer, right? Okay, our sharing is really just for educational and discussion purposes only, and it's not a stock recommendation. Okay, so if you allow us to share openly, can you please type be open? Okay, if you allow us to share openly, can you type be open so that we can review who is this dark horse that could potentially be the next tech giant?
Okay, somebody say Apple, Snapdragon. Okay.
All right. Okay, so we need to wait for them to actually type be open before we can share because of the disclaimer, right? Okay, we really want to share a lot with all of you, but we actually cannot do so unless you can actually allow us to be open. Okay.
Okay, so we see some be open.
Okay, very good. Okay, so let's go on and share.
Okay. The answer is really TSM.
Okay, some people have already known about this stock. Okay, so we are going to actually dive down into the business model and financials, and we are going to share with you why we believe is going to be the dark horse. Okay.
Remember, the financials must prove that it is a champion in this industry.
All right, so we are looking for champion trades.
Okay, so what is the business model for TSM? Actually, they provide all the microchips for your smartphones, your computers, your internet. Okay, automotive electronics like your Tesla cars, and your digital consumer electronics like your recorder, your cam recorder, I don't know what else, your wireless earphones. Okay.
Okay, and it has a very unique position. Okay, because we have many businesses actually making microchips. Okay, but what is their unique position?
All right. So actually, their unique position is that they do not have to design any chip. They do not have to market any chip. All they do is manufacture. Okay. They only receive orders. They receive the designs from companies like Intel, Apple. They only fabricate the chip. That's it. Okay. Companies like Intel, AMD, Apple outsources, okay, the manufacturing to TSM.
Okay, so actually in a way, actually Intel and Apple, right, they need TSM.
Yes.
Okay, that's the reason why when Intel and Apple actually grow, right? Okay, guess who will grow also? TSM also grow because they manufacture the chips for Apple and Intel, all right?
Okay, exactly. Okay. So let us deep dive, okay? Okay. First, I will always look at what's the growth, okay? Is it increasing money? Is it increasing its earnings? So I will look at whether the revenue and the earnings per share is increasing. This will tell me that, yes, the company has a way to bring in the money, okay? So how much, it doesn't matter. I just need to know that it is increasing throughout the years. Okay, that will be a very, very good sign. The next one, I will also want to know what is the main money drivers of this company. As you can see from here, okay, the pie chart will just straight away tell you the 7nm and the 16nm are the main money makers of this company. So how is this information useful to me? Okay, it means that I now know what to focus on. If another company can do a very, very solid 7nm or 16nm product, it means that TSM is in trouble.
Okay, and guess what? Actually, up till now, right? Today, right?
Only Samsung and TSM can manufacture chips that is less than 10nm.
So in a way, right, TSM has only one main competitor, and that is Samsung. So later on, we will analyze Samsung as well.
Okay.
Okay, so second thing is we see that the one that occupies the biggest portion of the pie are smartphones. Okay, this is the reason why we believe that as Apple actually grows, right? Okay, TSM will continue to grow with Apple as well. Okay. And okay, next second thing we want to look at is the profitability of the company. You can see that, okay, their net profit margin, their gross margin, as well as their return on equity has actually all been increasing. And it's very, very amazing that, okay, at the bottom over here, okay, even though, right, some companies cannot even manufacture 10nm chips, right? Okay, TSM has already gone to volume production of 5nm chips. That is amazing. That is amazing, all right? Okay, and in terms of cash flow.
Okay, so we want to know that the cash flow has been increasing, okay, it's positive. Okay, if it decreases, I'm also very, very interested to know why, so that I know that this company is not spending its cash anyhow.
Okay, so we see a warning sign over here, right? Okay, wow, how come like they're spending so much money here?
Okay, so we dug deep, okay, we realized that the drop in the cash flow is actually due to their expenses to improve their manufacturing capabilities for 3nm and 2nm chips. Okay, it means that they are really spending money to prepare for the future.
Hey, I don't know whether you actually feel mind blown, okay? I mean, there are businesses out there who cannot even manufacture 10nm chips, right? But hey, look at this TSM. They have already started manufacturing 3nm and 2nm chips, you know? Do you know how mind blowing is that? Okay, and this really, really justifies their capital expenditures, right? Because they're actually investing, right, on technology, right, that even other businesses do not even have. So very clearly, we know that they are ahead, right, of the technology curve already. Very, very clearly. Yeah. Okay.
So, okay, we also want to check whether this company has a lot of debt. Okay, and we can see that for TSM, so far the debt is really in a very, very healthy level. All right. Okay, so like I said, we talked about competitors just now. So far, the main competitor is really Samsung. Okay, and as of now, TSM holds more than half of the global market share, 52%. All right. Okay, you can see that, okay, in 2019, the market share dropped a bit, but after that, it has been steadily increasing. So this is really a positive sign for me also. All right, like I said just now, okay, as of now, Samsung and Taiwan TSMC are the only two companies that can manufacture less than 10nm. So let me just ask you, if Apple were to pass to someone to manufacture the chips, okay, if they can outsource the manufacturing, okay, who will they ever pass to Samsung?
I really don't think so, lah.
Okay.
I really don't think so.
Because why? If you pass it to Samsung, that means Samsung will know all your designs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we actually also look at Samsung's financials.
Okay. So Samsung's net margin, their profitability is actually 8.2%. But TSM is a whopping 37.7%. Why is this so? Because TSM, they don't have to design their own chips. They only need to manufacture. They don't even need to market. So based on this, they really can save a lot of money from their design and their marketing.
Okay, so I mean, who do you think wins? I mean, okay, so I think the result is very, very clear, right? Okay, we also want to look at future growth drivers of TSM. Okay, so for example,
you see, the world is talking about electric vehicles taking over, 5G, cloud computing taking over. So if I were to assume that, things maintain status quo for now, global market share of TSM is 52%. And think about it, even when the future, I don't have to guess which company makes the best electric vehicles, which company or country comes up with 5G first. I don't have to care about which company comes up with the best cloud computing. Okay, 1 in every 2 chips now are made by TSM.
So in fact, right, as the technology advances, right, okay, TSM will actually ride on this technology wave, and it will actually improve their business. Okay, so the next thing which we will cover very, very quickly is when to enter. Okay, so we actually did some studies on when to enter based on trend, truth, and theory, and we actually determined that the entry price will be between $41 to $44. Okay, so for those of you who really, really enjoy, right, you really, really think that TSM is a good company, okay, can you type dark horse? If you really think that TSM is a very, very good company, can you type dark horse? Okay, so okay, sorry to disappoint everybody, because TSM actually right now is at $52. So in our opinion, it's a little bit undervalued. Okay, but again, it always pays to wait. Okay, so as investors, it always pays to be patient. Okay, and we hope that you really, really like this dark horse. Okay, so right.
You may be wondering, how come we don't talk about options? How come we don't even talk about a lot about technical analysis? Because our investment system for us, we really, really want to build a very solid foundation and our goals on selecting very, very good businesses at very, very good valuations. Technical analysis for the charts is just to confirm our entry and exit, and option strategies is really to make making money a little bit more efficient. Okay, but if your foundation is not right, okay, things will go haywire very, very easily.
Okay, and guess what? If you want to expand your foundation and make it bigger, actually, you really, really need to actually improve on the fundamental analysis part. Okay, which is the reason why we actually spend a lot of effort on the stock research part. Okay, so right, we hope that from our sharing, right, we have actually encouraged you, right, okay, to actually put in the hard work to develop a system that can give replicable results for yourself. And we want to show you that it is absolutely possible, okay, regardless of where you're at, okay? So for example, right, okay, this is our dear friend, Carrie Chua, one of our mentees. Okay, so for her, right, she started off, right, okay, with actually very little knowledge on options, okay? But right, because of that, right, we only just developed for her a 5-step fundamental analysis and valuation system. Don't even need TA, don't even need options, all right? And okay, and for that, right, okay, because actually she started off with a lot of info overload, okay, from all the knowledge. Okay, but after the first coaching call, right, we actually helped her to come up with a proper system just based on fundamental analysis alone. And I think what we felt very, very encouraged by is that she feels empowered to be able to do her own analysis. I think that's very important, okay, to trust in your own system and develop your own system. Okay, and we also have another a student, okay, called Felicia. Okay, so for her, she is actually more savvy in terms of TA and options, and for her, she actually developed a 4-step system for herself, and she is also working very, very well for her. Okay, so I just want to end off with this quote, right, that you really don't need to be a rocket scientist. Okay, investing is not a game where the guy with the 160 IQ beats the guy with the 130 IQ. Again, it goes back to the same message, that I am good enough. Really, I am good enough.
Really good
and
enough.
Regardless of where you're at, I'm sure that you can develop your own system. And if you really, really need help for that, okay, look around. There are many, many great mentors around, okay, who can help you to do that.
Yeah,
all right.
And really having a mentor really can accelerate the process for you.
Okay, so we have actually overrun because we are so excited to share so much with you. Okay, so if you have enjoyed our sharing, can you please hit the heart button? Okay, so that you can show us that, okay, hard work is actually very important. Hit the heart button, okay, and join me in welcoming our favorite investment friend.
Speaker, okay, one of our favorite investment friends. He always makes me feel small about myself. I'm not small size, but it turns me into a little boy, you see. Because every time I think I'm very good, he has a way to keep me humble.
Okay, can we hit the love button and welcome our favorite friend, okay, Pete Tan. Yay!
Hi everyone. All right, very, very big thank you to Joe and Sarah for the wonderful presentation, right? So guys, if you all enjoy what Joe and Sarah just shared with you guys about TSMC and how to invest, all right, can you just type in love it, okay? Type in love it, Okay, so we're gonna start very, very quickly. All right, let me just adjust the lighting so that you guys can see me better. Okay, right. Okay, so is Joe and Sarah still here? No, they're not. Okay, all right, no problem. Okay, so guys, right? So today, I want to go through some stocks with you guys, but more importantly, right? I know some of you might be my students, some of you might not be my students, so I just want to do a quick check right now. Okay, so those of you who were my students, you were taught by me. All right, can you just type in say me? All right, so that I know you guys are here because I actually can't see who is in the room. All right, that's the interesting setup that we have here. I can't see who is in the room. I want to see who is here listening to me. All right, so if you've been taught by me before in any shape and form, all right, no matter when, type in me. I want to really acknowledge all of you. Okay, but for the rest of you, especially for those of you who are not from Singapore, all right, everybody, right, tell me where you're from. All right, type in the country you are from. All right, I would love to acknowledge you as well. Okay, yeah. So I just want to say hi to a few people. Janet, all right, Aichin, hi, Vivian. I just spoke to Vivian about a few days ago, only, yeah. All right, Chikong as well. Okay, Lenny, hi, Victor, Deborah. All right, so many of you. All right, thank you for being here. Okay, so for the rest of you internationally, all right, the cool thing about the internet, right, like what Joe and Sarah has mentioned is that it doesn't matter where we are right now, right? You can be in Singapore, you can be from Malaysia, you can be from South Africa, you can be from India. It really doesn't matter, right? You can be from Philippines. We are all here to learn. Okay, all right, cool. But let me just do a quick introduction for those of you who don't know who I am. All right, so if we can see the screen, can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen? Oh, Scott is my number one fan. All right. All right. So for those of you who are seeing me for the first time, hi everyone. My name is Pete. I'm actually a full-time investor. I manage my family's portfolio as a portfolio manager, and I really enjoy teaching. Right. I always say I'm first and foremost a full-time investor, and then I'm a full-time educator as well because I really love to teach. And this is actually a very memorable photo for me because this was the furthest I've ever been to teach people about investing. All right, and this is South Africa. Okay, so I love Johannesburg, I love Cape Town. All right, really miss you guys out there. If any of you are here today, right now, all right, just type in Joburg for me. Type in Joburg. All right, I would love to engage you. Okay, so let me just do a very quick introduction. All right, about myself very quickly. So yeah, so that's me. I really love to engage the young ones. All right, when I say young, I'm referring to universities, right? Not that young, but I truly believe, right, like what Rash mentioned previously in the last few days, that the children are the future, right? They are our future. We really want to groom them, and that's why I spend quite a bit of time teaching the students in Singapore, all right, in Nanyang University, and also in SIM, all right, the Singapore universities as well. Okay, and been to many places, teach people about investing, sharing about investing. This was a photo of me in Hong Kong, right? I actually quite recently, just last year, and this was one of the largest events I've ever hosted in Singapore, all right, close to 1,000 people. And why I want to share with you all this is that all this would not have been possible if I did not embark on the journey of investing. Okay, and I just want to speak to those of you who are here. You have a dream, right, about something like this, all right, traveling, going about. I really hope the COVID-19 situation will get controlled very soon. All right. Now, all of you, let's do our part. Stay at home. All right. But once the COVID-19 situation is done, I really want to go out there and engage people again because I really love that live interaction. Okay. But today we're going to make the best out of it to really interact with you guys as much as possible. Okay. So now investing really allowed me to have this experience because investing gave me that sense of financial security, right? And I don't want to give you guys a false hope to say that if you invest right now, tomorrow you'll be free. It doesn't work that way, all right? If I say that, it is definitely a scam, okay? So it took me a few years, but the key thing is this: you must get started, right? You must get started. So for those of you who have a dream, you want to achieve something and you feel that if you can achieve some financial stability and that will really help you, right? Can you type in the comments, I must get started? All right, type in get started, okay? Because a lot of people that I've met during this period, right now we are at a COVID-19 period and it was all crumbling down very fast. And a lot of people froze, right? They just froze. They don't know what to do. But in fact, this is the extreme wealth time, right? And that's why we are at the Extreme Wealth Summit. I've seen so many people take action during this period in time. They took massive action and they see massive result, right? So guys, if you have not started investing, I really want to encourage you, get started, okay? So type in the comments, get started, encourage everybody, all right? So once again, a very quick disclaimer. I'm going to share with you something that's very powerful, something that I've been researching for weeks, okay? But I just want to emphasize, these are my personal opinion, right? I'm sharing what I do. It does not mean that it will suit you, okay? So please always do your homework. Please get proper guidance, all right? If you really want to invest, always get professional advice, right? This is not the recommendation, okay? So with that out of the way, now, before I share the stock idea, all right, before I share my research with you guys, I just want to once again echo what Rash has been encouraging everyone to do, is that we are not just here to learn about investing and all about making money, right? Money is never the goal, right? Money is never the goal. Money is just a tool towards the goal, okay? So if you guys can, please do your part, make someone smile. And especially for those of you who are from Singapore or you're from the US, where we actually get government handouts, right? Right. In Singapore, we actually got about $600 back in April, right? Mid-April, we got $600, guys, okay, from the government. And many of us actually probably don't need the handout, right? We are still okay. We don't need the handout. I want to strongly encourage you, right? If you have this handout and you don't really need it, please pass it on, all right? Be a blessing. Give it to the 3 charity that we're supporting this time round, all right? Give it to RDSS, give it to the School Pocket Fund. Really just give to any charity that you like, but if you can give to the charity you're supporting, that would be great, okay? So be a blessing, make someone smile, all right? So type in the comments, smile, all right? Make someone smile. Type in the comments, smile as well, okay? So today, my presentation is this, guys, okay? I will be sharing a stock idea for sure, but I want you to listen and learn the thought process, okay? Because that is the most important thing, right? I don't want to just give you the fish. I know this is an overstated phrase, right? But I really don't want to just give you a fish and never teach you how to fish. Okay? So everyone, please learn to fish. So my first question to you is this. What is the most important asset to businesses right now? Okay, can you type in the comments? What is the most important asset to businesses right now? Okay, I give you a clue. It's definitely not cash, right? It's definitely not cash. Okay, if you need cash at this period in time, you're probably screwed anyway as a business. All right, but type in the comments. What do you think? What is the most important thing? What is the most important asset to businesses right now? Okay, and if you have been studying the market, and you will notice that we are all moving online. Okay, I've been speaking to business owners about going online for a long time, and really this year COVID-19 really accelerated everything. Businesses who have been thinking about going online in the next 2 to 3 years got it done in 2 months. All right, so this is really a period of compressed time and space here. Okay, so it is data, right? Everyone is going online right now. In fact, right now we are leaving our online footprint on the internet. All these are information, all these are data, right? Now, I speak with a Singaporean accent. You may not understand it. Somebody say data, somebody say data. I'm just going to stick with data, right? Okay, so, but the key thing is this. Why is this data so important, so powerful? Why is it so important, so powerful, right? It's because the customers, when they do something, they buy something, they behave in a certain way, they leave footprints, they leave breadcrumbs for you to understand them, right? Your suppliers, when they bring you supplies, when they purchase materials to do business with you, right? They leave information for you. Those are all data, right? And the traffic flow, right? The general internet traffic flow, that in itself, people who visit your website, people who click on advertisement, these are all information, okay? Which is why you will notice that Facebook is getting better and better at this, right? Facebook can even anticipate what you want and push the relative advertisement into your phone. Google knows what you want. The moment you search for something, they will push it out to your first page. All right, these are all only possible through data. But however, all right, if these data are not monitored, all right, are not segregated, are not used properly, are not utilized, it's useless, right? You're just receiving a lot of information, right? It's just like, guys, these 3 days, right? These 3 days, this whole summit, not just 3 days, I think it's like a 5-day summit, right? You probably listen to a lot of teachers, not just me, a lot of people telling you how to invest, different form of investing, right? There's trading, there's long-term investing, there's short-term, there's different form. In fact, later on, Clement's going to come on to talk about cryptocurrency even, right? There are a lot of things, but the key thing is this: you must be able to digest them and decide which of this information, which of these data are important to you. Okay? So similarly for businesses, they need to do that. They need to be able to segregate the noise and the true information. Okay? So everyone, can you type in the comments, true information? All right, true information. Because if you listen to the noise, you will not be able to make a great business. And today, the stock research that I want to share with you is something that many people have talking about, but I realize most people have no clue what this company actually does. Nobody done enough research. A lot of people have made money from this stock for sure, but I can tell you it's pure luck. They don't even know what the company does. Okay, and this company I want to share with you today is none other than Datadog. Okay, I know the name sounds silly, right? But it's a real company, and I want to share with you what they do and why I believe this stock could potentially be a high growth stock for me. All right, but do take note. I also recognize that this stock is perhaps a little bit speculative, right? So the key thing is this: always position size your investment. Okay, so guys, type in the comments. Help everyone type in position size. Okay, type in position size. So, what does Datadog do? Okay, what does Datadog do? It's actually not easy to understand, which is why a lot of people don't understand. But I'm just going to put it in layman terms for you, right? So imagine you are running a company, and your company has many softwares, has many systems, right? So you need to monitor how are they performing, right? Is the systems crashing, or is it slowing down, right? For example. And you also want to have a record of all these systems, right? When people come to your business, buy stuff from you, you want to log it down, right? And of course, you want your business to have the best user experience, right? Think about it. Who would go to a website where it has poor user experience? No one would do that, okay? So you also want to be notified if there's some problem with the user experience. At the same time, right now in Singapore, we have suffered a few network outage recently, right? For those of you who are on this network, you would know what I'm saying. It's also very important for you to monitor that, right? In case it goes down, you want to be informed and you want to take some corrective action. And last but not least, now that we bring all our systems online, we bring all our business online, you want to make sure it is very secure. This was something that Zoom did not do very well in the initial stages, right? Okay, and this is where Datadog shines for you. Okay, basically all these 5 components, all right, can be achieved through Datadog's online system. So basically, Datadog is kind of like a bird's eye view, monitor all these things, all these 5 areas for you, and they put it into a single platform that you can watch, and your staff can just see it immediately in one glance. All right, that's how powerful Datadog is. And Datadog actually, they are not like restricted in a certain way, right? They are supported on all systems. So it doesn't matter if your business is on Amazon's web service, is on Google Cloud, or is it even on like Alibaba Cloud from China, or you have your own server, right? Or your own private cloud. Datadog will be able to support you in that way as well. All right, to have this 360 all-round surveillance systems. Okay, and the coolest thing is this: they are so highly integrated, right? So if you currently have any other software that you use, for example, if you use MailChimp for the internet, you use ClickFunnels or whatnot, Datadog has over 400 integrations possible right now. Okay, so very likely, almost all integrations that you have, they are able to support you and integrate with whatever software you're using it right now. Okay, and this is the overall picture with all the systems that they can possibly provide. Okay, so the key thing is this: when I look at businesses, right, other than understanding what they do, which is what I just did with you guys, the other thing that I always want to focus on, right, is to find out, hey, who is their customer base, all right? And in this case, for Datadog, their customer base is huge, all right? I'll show you later on how many customers they have, but these are the prominent ones. And for those of you from Singapore, you will not find this company a stranger, right? Grab and Singtel. And for those of you from United States, Peloton is something that you definitely know. For the car fanatics, Ferrari, and even for WWE guys, they are all customers of Datadog. All right. So this is how I look at businesses to say, hey, I understand what they're doing, but is their product truly something that people desire? Okay. Right. So in this case, I'm very, very comfortable with this company because these big players are using this system. All right. And they would not have jeopardized their online presence by choosing something that is not reliable. Right. So by understanding the customer, it gives you some confidence about the business as well. Okay. All right. Hey, guys, do you all get it? Do you all understand what I'm saying so far? If you understand, type it in, I do. All right. Type in, I do. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is customer growth and how they retain the customers. All right. So how many customers do they have? It's crazy. All right. Think about it. Each customer is one company and they have over 11,500 companies. Okay. And this is a fast growth company because it was a 40% growth from last year, which was 8,200 companies. Okay. Now, the thing is, during the COVID period, right, a lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are having poor business. You know, they sack employee and stuff like that. They're not able to do their business. All right. But guess what? In the last quarter, when it was COVID-19, they added 1,000 new customers. 1,000. Okay. And that was double the amount that they did last year in the last quarter. Okay. And in fact, right now, they have more than 100% retention rate. Now, guys, how is that possible? How can you retain more than what you already have? All right. Where does this 30% come from? This 30% basically means every customer that they already have actually spends more. All right. This is a dollar-based retention. So actually, customers increase their usage, use more of their products, which is why it's 130% retention rate. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So another thing that I really like about Datadog, when I like this company, right, I like to talk to people in the industries who kind of like, know this thing very well, because I'm not a data scientist. I'm not a data engineer. All right. So I talk to people on the ground. I talk to people in the bank sector. I went to speak with people actually from Grab. I have a few friends in Grab. Okay. So I actually asked them like, how is Datadog useful to you guys? Okay. And this is actually from Datadog themselves. They talk about like how many people in each company. And the cool thing is that this is a tech that is built for everyone. It's not just engineers. It's also built for business development people, operations people. All right. So this is a highly utilized tool in every company. It is not an IT tool, only that the IT department guys do it. Okay. So I liked it because it means the more people using it, the more valuable it is to the company. Okay. Now, next thing, when I look at a company, I also want to see whether they have future growth. And in this case, Datadog, poof, they really blow it out of the park, man, like crazy. Okay, so guys, look at this. The growth of the US revenue was 150 million to 272 million. Almost double, almost double. Okay, and international wise was 47 million to 90 million. Almost double as well. Okay. In fact, right now they are increasing their international presence. Okay. And they are going into Dublin, they are going to London, Singapore, Sydney, and Tokyo. All right. So what this means is that very likely their international presence will continue to grow. So I would not be surprised if the international presence reaches the United States level. Okay. I will not be surprised at all. Right. So the next thing is this. I also want to see whether, hey, can they cross-sell among their customers? Okay. So what I found out is that in their statements, 60% of their customers use more than one product in there. Okay. And that was last year. And this year, this quarter, guys, 63% of their customers use more than two products. So guys, even with COVID-19, in fact, COVID-19, right, it's like a blessing to them, Guys, can you type it in? It's a blessing. Okay. It's a blessing to them. Why? Because all the businesses out there, they are rushing to go online during COVID-19. Okay, and they want to make sure that all these are done properly and all these are monitored, nothing goes down, right? Everything is nice. So end up they got more customers. Okay, all right. So type it in. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. And these are the companies that you want to search for, because imagine during the crisis period they are already doing well. What will happen when the crisis is gone? Okay, what will happen when the crisis is gone? Will people actually come offline? Right? Or will people actually say that, hey, online could be the future, we're going to put in more? All right, think about it. Okay, think about it. So one last thing, once again, it's about customer growth, right? 960 of the customers pay more than 100K a year. Okay, that was a growth of 80. Sorry, that's last year's growth of 89%. All right, crazy numbers. All right, super high customer growth. Okay, so like what Joe and Sarah mentioned, look at the competitors as well, because you never know whether this is a very competitive industry. And I realized that actually this segment is not new, right? This is not a new industry. However, they are the first one to provide all these segments, like the 5 that I told you, on a integrated platform. All right, and that makes them very powerful. All right, that makes them very sticky, because instead of subscribing something from Cisco, something from IBM, something from Microsoft, right now they just say, hey, everything can be under Datadog, and they are all synchronized, all integrated, working nicely. All right, those of you who are business owners, right, you will know how powerful this is. Okay, hey guys, can I have a sense how many business owners are there? All right, if you're a business owner, type in business. Okay, if you're a business owner, type in business. All right, and you will see how powerful Datadog is. Okay, so let's go into financials very quickly. I want to make sure that I have enough time. Let me take a look. Okay, now it's 8. Sorry. Oops. Okay, so one thing about financials is that with young companies like Datadog, right? Datadog was only IPO'd last year. Okay, so these are young companies. The problem is that a lot of time they fail very quickly, and one of the main reasons is they run out of cash. Right? And these are cash burners. Startup usually burns a lot of cash, and I don't like this kind of companies if they burn a lot of money. Okay, so you need to go and dig through the numbers. I'm not going to bore you with the numbers here. I'm just going to show you very quickly. But the key thing I want to highlight to you is this. This company, guys, take note. I want you to pay attention. Guys, pay attention. Huh? This company is growing at in excess of 50% of their in terms of revenue, and yet they are cash flow positive. Guys, I don't know if you understand how rare this is, you know. This is super rare. This is very rare. Okay? Now, granted, their net income is still not positive, but guys, they are cash flow positive. Cash flow wise, they are already positive. That means they are not burning cash. All right? The income statement can be manipulated, but guys, cash flow is hard to manipulate, and they are positive. Okay? So if you understand what I'm saying, you are as excited as I am, type in positive. Okay? Type in positive. Now, so another thing I like to look at is, does this company carry a lot of debt? Okay? And what I noticed is that this company has very low debt. And the ratio I use is debt to equity. Okay? And you can see the debt to equity is 0.6. That means it's just 6% debt versus how much money they have. All right? Love it. Okay? Lesser the debt, the better. A lot of young startup, the problem is they have too much debt. The moment they can't pay the interest, they are dead. All right? So this company is cash flow positive. At the same time, they have very little debt. Okay? Now, one last thing I want to just round up this discussion, all right, is that during this period, you will notice that a lot of companies, they are removing their guidance because they don't know what's going to happen to COVID. They don't know whether they can still reach their targets of their revenue or their sales or their income. They don't know, okay? But Datadog, very interestingly, in the last earnings call, this is what they said. They said, turning to the full year, given our first quarter strength and drivers of our business, we feel comfortable raising our guidance for 2020 based on what we know today about COVID-19 and the macroeconomic environment. All right. So this is really like the COVID-19 humble brag. Okay. Right. They raised their guidance. So they are quite confident that they can reach a 54% increase. Okay, a 54% increase in their revenue growth for the full year, for this year 2020. All right, this is very rare. And for companies to be confident enough to put out the guidance like this, I can tell you it's very likely they will at least hit 5.55. Right? They will at least hit 5.55. Okay? So this is Datadog. I didn't mean to delay my presentation with you guys. If I shared this yesterday, it may have benefited many of you because it went bananas yesterday. All right. I really didn't know why. All right, because the earnings was actually 2 days ago, but the share price went up by 23%. Okay. And I was already invested in Datadog a few weeks before this. So the key thing is this, right? Don't try to time the market. It is your time in the market that's important. You get it? You get it? Don't try to time the market. It is your time in the market that's important. Take note how much research was put inside what Joe and Sarah shared, what I shared, okay? So guys, type it in, time in market. Type it in, time in market, okay? So I just want to leave you guys. Okay, so that's Datadog, all right? That's the wrap up of Datadog. I didn't go into valuations. I didn't go into management as well because I don't think I have time for that. But I want to share very quickly with you guys, right, how I analyze the company. And last but not least, right, how many of you want to be successful in investing? Can you type in me? All right, type in the comments, type me if you want to be a successful investor. And I want to show you some key points that will really help you to become a very successful investor. Okay, cool, right? So the first thing is this. Right now, out there, listen to people with relevant experience. Not the news, not anyone's hearsay. Okay? Right now, I can tell you, out there, a lot of people suddenly become COVID-19 expert. Right? Suddenly, everybody has an opinion about COVID-19. Even though they have never attended medical school a single day in their life. Right? So everyone has an opinion. Honestly, including myself. But the key thing is this. If you want to be successful in investing, just like avoiding those people who have very strong opinions about COVID-19, but yet they are not the expert in investing. Only listen to people with a relevant experience in investing. Okay? Don't listen to the news. CNBC, CNN will tell you to buy this stock, buy that stock. If you just jump in, you are screwed. Okay? Any of your relatives and friends have some hearsay, tell you what to invest, you follow that, you are screwed. Okay? Because they themselves don't know better. Okay? They themselves don't know better. Okay, so guys, type it in. Type it in. All right, learn from people with the relevant experience. Type it in experience. Experience is very, very important. Okay, for me, I also learn from people with experience. I learn from Sean, I learn from Mary, and I know that these people can give me the correct advice, the right opinion, all right, through their experience because they have invested for a long time. Okay, second thing, guys, I want you to focus on is this. Right, I talk about this. You learn a lot during this summit. There's many things you hear about, okay? But one thing for sure, you cannot do everything. Nobody can do everything, okay? You need to choose what is suitable for you. You need to filter the noise, right? You will hear about long-term investing. You will hear about short-term trading. You will hear about cryptocurrency. You will hear about stock market. You will hear about options. There are many things you will hear about. What you need to focus on is what can you do? You cannot do everything. For example, what is your risk tolerance? If you have a very low risk tolerance, perhaps you want to avoid trading, right? But if you have a high risk tolerance, then yes, by all means, go ahead and do trading. All right, so understand yourself, focus on what you can execute. All right, talk to people to understand yourself better. All right, don't just try everything. If you try everything, you're going to pay a lot of school fees to the market. Okay, I've learned that the hard way, and I don't want any of you to do that. All right, so guys, type it in, focus. The second point is focus. Focus on what you can execute, what you can do. Okay. The next thing is really, really please understand yourself. Okay, understand yourself because many people will say, hey, I'm just going to try investing myself. Guys, please do not self-explore in the stock market with your hard-earned cash. It is very what? It is very dangerous. It is very, 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 very dangerous. Okay, so that actually brings to the first point, right? Listen to people with relevant advice if you want to explore, all right, please do not use your hard-earned money to go ahead and explore. All right, you might lose a lot of money. The key thing is understand what you're good at, and the rest you're not good at, seek help. All right, talk to people, get a mentor, get someone to teach you, like how I found Sean, how I found Mary. Okay, so guys, the third point, sorry, the third point is understand yourself. Type in understand. Okay, type in understand. All right. The fourth point is this. All right, find good mentors. Okay, find good mentors. Find people who can really help you. To be very frank, they are not easy, so be patient. Right, they are not easy to find, so please be patient. But really find good mentors, because finding mentors is kind of like a shortcut. Okay, because mentors have been there, done that. They have done it before. They know what to do. You don't have to do a lot of trial and error. You can actually go on the correct path with them. Okay, so for me, it's really about meeting Mary, and I should have put Sean's picture here as well, right? Where I learned from them and they show me exactly what to do. And after that, I developed my own style of investing, right? But they set very, very good foundations for me. Okay, all right. So these are my 4 points on how to be a successful investor. Really, they are, like what Joe and Sarah say, they are not rocket science, right? You don't need a 160 IQ, all right? 130 and below is fine, right? But the key thing is a lot of self-awareness, all right? A lot of self-awareness. Okay, cool. All right, guys, do you all learn something today? If you all learn something from me, type in I've learned a lot. All right, type in I've learned a lot. Okay, type in I've learned a lot. Now, I don't want to hold this any further. One last thing is I just want to share with you guys, after this whole session, right? After understanding yourself, choosing the correct methods to do that you can execute, please go on and build your own investment portfolio. All right. Everybody is different. Everybody is different. Some of you may excel in trading. Some of you may excel in long-term investing. Some of you may excel in options. Some of you excel in cryptocurrencies. All right. Everybody has his strength. Okay. Everybody has his strength. Okay. So how to form a portfolio, whether you want to be a trader or investor, right? For example, here I'm just taking out some of my students' comments. You can see that just on one chat, right? Some of them did options, some of them did long-term investing, right? And some just starting, all right? They're just starting to learn investing. So everybody's at a different path, okay? It doesn't matter, but very important is to go on this exploration journey, right? And find out, hey, what am I like? What is my investment style? What kind of portfolio do I want? Am I an investor? Am I a trader? Am I going to do options more, or do I want to do shares more? Okay, very, very, very key. And this is what I do with a lot of my students, is really to help them to explore and understand what they are and form a strong portfolio for them. Okay, so all right, yeah, so okay, I'm just gonna go on to this one. The key thing is this, guys. I know many of you have learned a lot from Rash. Okay, Rash is fantastic. All right, guys, is Rash fantastic? Can you put it in? Say fantastic. Rash is fantastic. Type in fantastic. Okay, now the key thing is this: Rash is fantastic. Okay, but please do not always ask Rash for the fish. Okay, learn to fish. Everybody type in learn to fish. Okay, every one of you need to be able to learn how to invest and invest on your own in the future. Okay, find someone to teach you, but never rely on someone on investment decisions. Okay, it's always something that you want to be responsible for yourself. Okay, so guys, everyone type in learn to fish. All right, cool. So yeah, so I already talked about this. Please use this as an education and learning opportunity. All right, continue to develop yourself. All right, and once again, not a recommendation, but I hope you learn how I look at businesses, how I look at investment. All right, and I hope you learned the lesson. Hope learn the experience here. Love the lesson. Okay, and I would love to see you guys next time. Bye bye.